Welcome back to all the students out there with me in the course Google Marketing. Students, today's topic is excluding an IP address. First of all, there are some pointers that you should keep in your mind always. Always make sure that you get the correct data. Very important thing. Why it is important? Because then only you can judge how many people are coming, from where they are coming, how many leads you are getting, what is the thing that people are liking at your website, what they don't like, everything. Students, Google Analytics is unable to recognize that what is actually happening, how are you progressing, just because of two factors. First, it's you who is working on the website. Now let us say that currently I have opened StudyKosh.com or any of my team member, they are working on the website. Google is automatically going to pick up that, okay, at this location so and so many people they are at your website. Google is unable to identify that whether it is a new user or somebody from your team is at the website. That is why, students, excluding the IP address is extremely important. So this is the main reason that why excluding an IP address that you already know it is your or your team's IP address, it is important. So how to exclude the IP address? For that, let us quickly go to our Google Analytics page. So I think this is the last screen that you have seen. This is our page, right? So I am directly clicking on home. My home page. Okay, this is my home page. Now I am going to switch to GA3, that is this one. Click here, all website data. Now students, I am just switching to GA3. So I have done that. On the bottom left corner, click on admin. Then under all website data, you just need to go to filters. Click on filters. It is saying add filter. This is the rank, filter name and filter type. Currently I have not set any filter, so there is no data. Click on add filter. It will ask you the filter information, filter name, filter type and filter verification. So what is filter name here? You can give any of the name. What I am going to apply the filter, particularly for this session, students, we are going to exclude the IP address, right? So I am going to name it as excluding my IP address, right? So I am giving this the filter name. Make sure that the filter name you are giving should be very clear so that in future when you have multiple filters, it is easy for you to understand, easy for you to recognize that what filter is for what purpose, right? So I have given the name. As I have mentioned earlier, in a workplace, if multiple people they are connected to same modem for the internet connectivity, then you can exclude that IP address. This way, excluding your employees will really benefit you as well as help you Google to analyze who is the new user or who is the user from the excluded IP address, right? So filter type, keep it to predefined. And next is select filter type. There are two options, exclude or include only. Since I am excluding my IP address, I'll click on exclude. Select source or destination. Now students, this is traffic from an ISP domain, traffic from IP addresses, traffic to the subdirectories or to the host name. Since I am excluding what? My IP address. So traffic from the IP addresses. This option I am going to select. Next is select the expression. Expression I am going to select that are equal to. Now the things are set. This is the IP address that you need to put here. That is your IP address. Now again the question, maximum of you may be thinking, how can I know my IP address? Don't worry at all. It's very simple. Click on the new tab and there just type whatsmyip.com. Simply open this website. This website is going to show you your IP address, correct? So when you open this website, what you need to do, simply copy your IP address and paste it here. Now I have pasted my IP address. What I am going to do next is, that is save. Filter verification. Analytics cannot provide a preview for this filter. So this is something informative that Google has mentioned here. Click on save. Once you save that, the filter, that is excluding my IP address, and what is the filter type, that is to exclude. This is set now. This way, students, you can exclude as many IP addresses as you want. Now let's say you have multiple IP addresses, one at your home, one at your office. So what you can do is exclude my IP office, exclude my IP home, right? So something like that would be really helpful if you name it in a convenient manner, so that once you look at all the filters, you can easily recognize that why you have set a particular filter. So this way, students, you can exclude the IPs as many as you want. And now what is your part? Try to exclude your IP address. How will you get sure that you have excluded your IP address? Once the filter is set and you try to visit your website, you go to your website's home page or any of the landing page that you want, Google will not consider you as the new traffic or new visitor. So this was all about today's topic. I'll meet you in the next session, in which we'll see other options of Google Analytics account.